Hey, what's up guys, Nick here, and in today's video we'll be looking at the Master Chief Collection November update and what has basically changed about the game. In my opinion, this is the best update that we've got for the MCC so far, besides the initial one that actually fixed the game, but for all the other updates that have come so far, this is by far the absolute best one. So we're going to dive into the MCC, show you guys what has changed. If you notice right off the bat here, the background of the load up screen is completely different. There's a bit of a flood theme going on here. The flood has kind of taken over the MCC, which I think is pretty interesting to say the least. And then as the actual intro opens up here, the background is completely different from what it was before. It's a flood wasteland in the background of the menu, which I think is awesome. I think it's really cool that they've actually updated and changed the background of the menu. I know it's such a tiny little detail, but it makes the game feel somewhat fresh, somewhat new, which I think is very important. Looking at the same menu over and over and over again can just get a little bit boring, so changing it up every so often I think is really cool. So I'm hoping this will be something that they continue to update and change as time goes on, maybe a different theme every so often. I know that the infection playlist was in the game in October there, so maybe this has something to do with that. But they actually made a post on their website letting everyone know what is different and what has been updated about the game. Link to that in the description down below if you have a read at it yourself. But something very interesting that they put in the post that I thought I wanted to mention is, with the main menu now being taken over by the flood, we need you to continue the fight and help us retake it. Containment protocols are being activated to help handle this outbreak, but we need more reclaimers in this fight against the infected. Between November 19th and November 30th, complete the flooded playlist to help us destroy this plague against humanity. Basically, if you didn't know, in the MCC there's different playlists that basically have different things to do. So for example, this brand new flooded playlist is all the flood levels from every single Halo game in the MCC. So say you want to play every flood mission that can be found in Halo Combat Evolved up until Halo 3, they're all in this playlist, so you can play them all in a row in order. So I think it's really interesting that they've made a task out of completing this playlist. I don't know what it means. I don't know if a certain amount of people unlock and do this. Do we unlock a new menu or something like that? Maybe the menu will go back to normal, or maybe it will change to something completely different if enough people complete the playlist. So I'm definitely going to do my part as a reclaimer and get through this playlist as soon as I can. So I put out the challenge to all of you guys. Go out, complete the flooded playlist. You can do it on normal, you can do it in co-op, whatever you want, but go out and do it, because I'm very interested to see what happens whenever enough people actually do this. So as a community, we can do this. Alright, so let's actually move on to what is new about this update apart from the menu, as the menu is cool, but it's definitely not the main thing about this update. So first things first, if we go into multiplayer and click on social games, this brand new menu appears, which you might not have seen before. It might look a little bit confusing, so I'm going to break it down and explain to you exactly what this is. So you may have heard me in the past talk about the Match Composer coming to the MCC, and this is it. This is the Match Composer update for the Master Chief Collection, which I think is the best thing that's come to this game so far. It is absolutely incredible. So what the actual idea and point behind this is, it's basically to allow people to completely customize their matchmaking experience in the MCC, so people can play whatever they want and they don't have to play games that they have no interest in. So for myself, I actually have never enjoyed playing Combat Evolved BTB. It's something that I never ever enjoyed playing. I just never found it fun whatsoever. So with the Match Composer, what I can do is I can go down to game size, change it to BTB 8v8, and then I can go down to the game section in the middle here, and I can just deselect Combat Evolved, so I never ever find a game of Combat Evolved when searching BTB. But I can also do this for every other game. So say for example, I'm in a mood for just Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo 4, I can just keep these two games selected, and then I can search for a game, and then I'll eventually find a lobby of either Halo 2 Anniversary or Halo 4. But not only can I change the game size and the game itself, I can actually change the game modes that I want to search for, so you have full customization over what you want to play in the MCC now. I also feel like I need to mention this is not just for BTB or 8v8. You can do this for every different game size, so 1v1, 2v2, 4v4, free-for-all, and then BTB obviously. So this just gives you full customization over your matchmaking experience in the MCC, so it is absolutely incredible in my opinion. And if you want to play one specific game mode, you can still do that. So you just go to the game preset, you can do any Slayer, Objective, Big Team Battle, SWAT, Snipers, Infection, and then it goes back to custom. So you have everything you could ever want in this one menu. It is absolutely beautiful. This is definitely a feature that I would have never thought of, but I'm happy it's in the game. So it's something that I never knew that I wanted, but I'm happy that it's here for sure. So let me know what you think of the match composer down in the comments, because hopefully this little tutorial showing you how to work it has helped you out a little bit. I am going to jump into a game in a little bit just to kind of chat about the update and just my general thoughts over it, but there is one more thing that I want to show you guys. So basically, there's been a brand new update to the controller settings in the MCC, and I know this might not sound that exciting, but it is very cool to have more customization over your controller and how you basically play the game. So I'm going to use Halo 3 as my example here. So my horizontal and vertical look sensitivity, you know, it's pretty normal, but nowadays I can actually change it by the decimal. So say I want to play 3.5, I can change that. I can even change my look acceleration and my dead zone, so I have a lot more customization options over how my controller reacts to whenever I'm playing. I will say this is a very good thing, but also a bad thing at the same time, because I'm one of those people that head case over my sensitivity a lot. So I would change things in the middle of a game if it doesn't feel right, and I would just go absolutely insane trying to find the right sensitivity. So having more options is a little bit of an issue for me, because I could just change it up and never find the correct one that suits me. For example, my dead zone here, I have no idea what the correct one to use, but whenever I put it to 0, I actually get a bit of a stick drift on my controller. I don't know if it's just my controller, I don't know if it's a dead zone issue, but having it at 0 just doesn't work for me, so I keep mine at 5. But you guys can jump into it, explore all the different options, but I would suggest that you guys jump into a custom game with a friend, mess about with your controller settings and find the settings that work for you, and then jump in the multiplayer after that, instead of worrying about it in the middle of a game, because you will drive yourself insane like myself. So those are the two main things that have been updated about the game. There are some minor things that have been changed as well, but I'm not going to go through all of them because it'll just take me forever. So link to the waypoint post about all the updates, about all the changes, will be in the description down below. Go check it out, have a read for yourself, because there's some pretty interesting stuff in there for sure. But I think I'm going to jump into one game here. We're going to play a game of Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, and Halo 4. There will be my search preferences, and I'll also put on Team Snipers, see if we can find that. So this is my search options. We're going to hit play, and then hopefully it won't take too long for me to actually find the game. But there's been such a massive issue with people quitting out of games in the MCC lately. It's pretty cool that we now have complete customization over what we search for, because obviously if you're searching for it, hopefully you're not going to quit out of it, because there's nothing worse than people quitting out of a game of Halo, because it completely ruins the match. So we found a game of Halo 3 pretty damn quick there. I know Halo 3 is the most popular game, but still, that was a very fast search time. Okay, so we actually got a game of Sniper Hill on my first game here. This is my first game of the day, so I do apologize if I completely suck, but you know, this is more so me just showing off the match composer in action and actually working, because it's super cool. I've been streaming a lot of MCC lately, and the streams have been absolutely fantastic, so having this new feature in is very, very cool. But I have to say, the amount of hype around the MCC has been insane lately. It's just really, really cool to see people interested in wanting to play this game again after all these years of the game being out. I know that it should have been updated a long time ago, but I'm just happy to see people happy to play Halo again. That's literally all I care about. But I think it's also very important to note that this is not the final update to the MCC, not at all. There's still a lot of things going to be updated about the game, and new things coming every so often. So they actually mentioned that they should have a new update out in December. We have no idea what's going to be in the update, but there is a new one on the way. I have no idea what could be coming in this December update. It might be the customs browser. I don't know if that will be ready or not just yet. I hope it is, because that would be very, very cool. Getting search for custom games whenever you want in the MCC, that will be absolutely amazing. Still have quite a few things they could add and change about this game, so hopefully we start to see more of those pop up in the future. You're dead. Woo! Bad idea jumping at me, sir. If you guys had to say one thing that you would love to see the most added to the MCC, what would it be? And let's not say Halo Reach, because I know that's going to be the answer for most people. Even for myself, I would love to see Reach added to this game, but for comment's sake, let's not say that and think of something brand new. I'm still holding out for MCC someday coming to PC, but we're gonna have to wait and see if that ever happens. Hopefully though, hopefully that'll happen someday. That'll be very, very cool if we could eventually play this on our computers. I've seen comments from people in the past saying they would never want to see the Master Chief Collection come to PC, and I honestly don't understand that at all. I don't understand the reasoning behind it whatsoever. I feel like people are just scared that if this goes to PC, then what's the point in owning an Xbox? But You know, if you prefer using a controller, that's completely fine. Nobody's going to force you to change and use a mouse and keyboard. But if it came to PC, it would just open up the game to so many more people, so many more Halo fans that don't have the chance to play the game would be able to play it, and I think that's a very good thing. I don't think closing Halo off to people is a good idea whatsoever, so hopefully it comes to PC in the future. I can just hope and dream for that. But I also wonder if crossplay would be a thing, if we'd be able to play with people playing on PC, because if you're using a mouse and keyboard, we would get absolutely wrecked. It wouldn't even be a contest. But I can honestly say I think Halo is in a really good spot right now. It's only up from here. Things are looking pretty damn exciting to be a Halo fan at this moment in time. So hopefully this hype will continue. Hopefully things will continue going in the right direction for us, and things will just get better and better going forward. It's funny how Halo 3 can be such an old game and I can still have such a blast playing it. It'll literally never get old for me. I don't think this is one of those games that I will just never get sick of playing. Even though that was my first game, I didn't do bad. I got 113 score and 14 kills. So you know what? I'll take that. I'll be very happy with that. But guys, that's going to do it for the video. That was just me showing off the new update for the MCC and just what I think of it. I think it is absolutely fantastic. I love this update. 2 bits. I think it really improves the game in many ways that actually mean something. It's not just a bit of an artificial update. It actually adds to the game. So let me know what you think of it down in the comments down below. If you're brand new, make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you're brand new. We are so ridiculously close to 50,000 subs. The growth on my channel lately has been mind-blowing. You guys have been absolutely killing it lately. So I love you all. Thank you so much for the support. I'll see you in the next video.